Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jodie and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Ella.
And we are filming a girl talk Q&A. If you're coming from Ella's channel, then hi, you're at part 2. But if you're starting off on my channel, what I'm going to need you to do is watch part 1 first, because we basically split up the questions. So we're answering all of your questions, but just in 2 separate videos so that we can get through it all. Like I said, this is a girl talk video, so we asked you guys to ask us questions on relationships, entanglements, uni, girls, friendships, everything basically.
It got juicy.
It was very, very juicy.
We've got some juicy questions to
and
come.
I'm excited for part 2. Grab yourself a drink or a snack or something, get comfortable, and let's just get straight into it. I feel like we should start with this one. How do you deal with fake friends?
You don't. I think that's fundamentally, you shouldn't have to deal with it, because nowadays I'm a lot more cutthroat with it. I'm a lot more like, if someone's fake to me, get lost. I really am just like, get lost, because I don't have time for it. I do not have the time to be messing around with people who just aren't down for me.
100% not down for the cause.
I'm friends with people that are just fundamentally really jealous, not just of me, but just of people in general. They're focused on what everyone else is doing and what everyone else is getting involved in, that they genuinely put so much of their energy judging other people. And like, where is all this energy for yourself? If you put all this energy that you're putting into other people and yourself, then you'd be a very, very happy person.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be causing this much trouble in other people's lives. I completely agree. I think it's a thing of like, they try and pull you down and make you feel less than. They project their insecurities. Yeah, they project their insecurities onto you because they don't want you to feel better than the way they feel. So don't waste your energy on them. Don't get caught up in their games and what they're trying to do. If you hear that they're talking bad about you,
be the bigger person.
Be the bigger person.
But cut and run.
Literally, sometimes you got to cut them dry and just dash.
Get out of there.
Get out the door.
Get out. So, my first question. What would you tell your 16-year-old self?
I love this question. Do you want to go first?
I would say there's 2 main things that immediately pop into my head. The first thing is just stop being so hard on yourself all the time. I feel like I used to be, still am to a degree, the most self-critical person ever. Like, I will pull myself down and I will tell myself things that I would never dream of saying to another person. And I genuinely just think to myself now, like, why am I being so unkind to myself in so many aspects of my life? Like, one of my biggest things was like, when I was growing up, the body ideal was the thigh gap and the hip dips. That was like, everyone was like, if you don't have a thigh gap,
honestly,
then, you know what I mean, you're not that Tumblr aesthetic.
Yeah. My
body type, like, I've just always had like bigger legs, always been curvy. That's just kind of, that's always been me. Always been like that since I was like in year 7. I like literally hit puberty at like 11. So
I remember you said you were the same height.
I've not grown.
Year 7.
I've not grown since I was 11.
So like
Can you appreciate? I'm 5'7".
And everyone, like, when you're young, is all cute and dainty and like.
And I was like, whew, like
ready.
Yeah. And I could not get past the fact that I was never going to look like one of those girls. And it makes me so sad now, and it annoys me now that the body ideal is like all thick thighs. I'm like, don't even tell me that now.
Where were you
when
I needed you?
I'm also like though that it annoys me more that that's a body ideal now, because I'm like, so you're telling me I spent all those years getting myself down about something so a superficial body ideal that now doesn't even exist anymore.
Like, it's not a thing. Like, now it's just not a thing.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Now 16-year-olds want to be curvy. They want to have the bum and the boobs and the whole look.
I just wish I had more respect for my body and for myself, and I wish I liked myself more, you know, because I feel like I've got so much to offer and I deserve to talk to myself in a nice way. Like, why do I have to be so horrible to myself?
Completely agree. Well, there's like, someone said that, like, don't say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to a friend. Like, and you wouldn't say anything nasty to your own friend. You'd never put your own friend down. So why are you doing it to yourself? And people are going to do it enough anyway. You don't need to be a part of that. Like,
I feel like the world is so unkind. There's the one place that you need to be kind is inside your head.
100%.
So yeah, that's what I
think that's really good. I would probably say, don't worry about whether you're beautiful based off of whether people recognize it or not. I don't think I never ever recognized my own like beauty and my own like value, in the sense that I always looked for it like out there, and I would say to my 16-year-old self, like,
find it,
it's in here. Like, it doesn't matter whether anyone else thinks you're pretty. What matters
what you think.
is what you think, and if you believe it and you think it, you will be that. So I'd definitely say that. And I would also probably say you're going to turn out to be a sick individual. And I know that seems really cocky, but it's not even like to be cocky, but like it's just to say like you're going to turn out to be a really good person. Not that you were a terrible person at the time, but a lot of your insecurities and a lot of the things that you worry about, you'll overcome them. And also like you're gonna like who you are, and you shouldn't worry about that. I've always like been me. I don't think I've ever like completely had a character like flip or switch, but I think there was times where I held back, and for fear of not being liked, or for fear of not being accepted, or for fear of just for fear of not being fully accepted. But acceptance from the right people is what's important. Sometimes not being accepted from a group, not being accepted by a group of people isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I think that's really important. Like, just because maybe you don't feel like a certain group of people recognize who you are and how great of a person you are, because we're all really great people, doesn't mean that you are not great. So I think it's really important. That's what I would probably tell my 16-year-old self. And I probably will say to my 6-year-old self, life doesn't turn out the way you think it does. Don't have such a strict plan for yourself. Be open to what life has for you.
Made me a bit emotional then. No, but it's true that
I feel like this is like Ella's expertise, so it's probably great that you're here actually to answer this. Very recent. So, how to move on from a 3-year relationship, heartbroken right now. First of all, very sorry to hear that like it's ended, and I can imagine the heartbreak is very real, but that's why we've got Ella, because I feel like you can really help with relate to that, because you're like going through it as we speak. So what would you say?
So I suppose a bit of backstory. I have literally, well, I say literally, it's almost 2 months now. Can you believe that?
It's crazy. It feels like a week ago.
I know. But about 2 months ago, myself and my boyfriend of a year and a half broke up. We lived together at uni. We were literally like in each other's pockets, and we broke up 2 months ago. And I've learned so much about breakups in the past 2 months, but the biggest thing is it is okay to be on your own. And you know, just because you see all these people around you, and you know, just because you were happy in a relationship, you see all these people being happy, being married with kids, and in their relationships, going on their holidays, going on dates, you can be so happy and so filled with happiness on your own, single, without a boyfriend. And I'm telling you that from someone who, at the start of my breakup, for the first 3 weeks, I remember sitting in my bed genuinely thinking, I don't think I'm ever gonna find that kind of happiness again. No, seriously, I really mean that with my whole heart. I literally thought, how can I ever find that happiness within myself than from what he gave me? And the truth is you absolutely can. And the difference is that you have to allow yourself to love yourself. There is so much beauty in learning self-love, and I don't, like we said before in my video, it's not just about face masks and about going for a run, and you know, it's not even about journaling.
It's not about law of attraction, and it's
about being so I've just learned that being in so, like, teach yourself to be so in love with what you have got to offer and what you are about and who you are, that no love anyone else can give you will ever be as great as the love that you give yourself.
Amen to that, 100%.
Like I literally, I feel like that is the biggest thing. That is what will carry you through this breakup. It is so hard, and I can imagine right now a 3-year relationship is a long time,
really long time.
You know, right now when you're heartbroken, it is like, it does feel like your whole world has just come to a stop, and it feels like your whole world is just, you know, it's just stopped and tumbling down around you. But life goes on, and what you're feeling right now is temporary. It will pass, and you will 100%. Come out the other side having learnt so much about what makes you happy.
2 months ago you would not have been like thinking that way now. It's like you've done a complete...
I remember speaking to you, I remember saying like, I'm so jealous of the fact that you can be single and happy and just
literally
love your
2
life.
months ago, and now you're literally sat here like, I feel that, like you feel that as a person.
It's the best and most fulfilling feeling I've ever had in my whole life, more than any relationship I've been in.
Maybe just to like add to that, literally echoing everything Ella has said, I think it's seeing it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself as an individual and as who you are without anyone else around you. You can be just as content as you were with the person as you are on your own, and I promise you can get to that stage. It may not happen overnight, it won't happen overnight, but it can happen.
Okay, so next question, is it hard to get into a relationship at uni?
Oh really yeah, if you don't mind a bottom tier man, then yeah, sure. That sounds so shady.
No, but
like yeah, if you're not fussed,
that is how it be.
Yeah, don't see why not.
Just be wary not to get into anything that's gonna hinder your uni experience. It's only 3 years long, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it goes by very fast. It's not hard to get into a relationship at uni. To get into a good relationship, however, they don't come by as often. A lot of people at uni, they happen, but they're not as regular. A lot of people at uni aren't looking for a relationship. A lot of guys, some are, some don't mind, and a lot of the time when people end up in a relationship, it's not because they were looking for it. If you talk to a lot of people, they never really intended to be with the person they're with. They're happy now, but they didn't necessarily go out looking for them. It's not hard, but like if you want a good one, it isn't easy. Red flags. Ooh, I love this one.
So many. There's so many to look for. It's like, and genuinely, sometimes the red flags are hidden.
Oh my gosh, sometimes it takes a couple of months for the red flag to be
so implicit, and then it's like,
yeah, and other times it's literally staring you right in the face and you just like, I don't want to look at it.
Do you know what my biggest red flag is? Which I've realised, how they talk about and treat their mum.
That is so important.
So important.
So important.
Because it says so much about their respect for women.
I think another red flag is, what time do they want to see you?
Oh yeah, they do it.
Yeah. What time are they asking to hang out? Are they too busy to go for dinner but they can come over at 11?
No, doesn't sit right.
Sis, look, if that's your portion and you're okay with what they're offering, that is fine.
But be aware that that is what they're offering.
Yeah, know that that's what they're offering, and be okay with what they're offering.
Don't think that when they call you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and they want to come around for Netflix and chill, that they're gonna next day be like, love you, let's get married.
Literally,
it's not gonna happen.
when the person's getting to know you, if they're only interested in getting to know you in bed,
then they don't really want to get to know you.
They don't really want to get to know you, they want to get to know what's down there. Let's just all say it as it is. And
also, I feel like level of flirtiness. I feel like, this sounds really weird,
when it's overly sexual.
You know, when it's like
in that early stages.
Don't get me wrong, I love a flirt.
Of course, if there's no like flirting going on, like,
then it's just a bit dry.
Do you know what I mean?
Isn't it?
You need the chemistry.
But there's a certain level of flirtiness where you're then like, okay, well, that's a bit much. Okay, so next question. What do you look for in a guy? What do you look for?
So basically, build a man. This is a build a man workshop. Literally, build a man workshop.
What's your type?
I like a beard. I like a beard that connects.
Love that.
It
has to be a beard that connects.
If it doesn't connect, it's fine. I can work with it. I would say someone who is very secure in themselves, so confident, but not confident in an arrogant way. Just, I think if you're secure in yourself, you will be quite confident. Kind-hearted. I feel like if you're kind-hearted, that means you treat people around you well, whether you have something to gain from them or not. I think that's very important, that you just treat people like people. I would say like intellectual, and not intellectual in the sense that they had to be like a physician and like a doctor or whatever, more just like they like to have intellectual conversations. It's not surface level. I don't like surface level or shallow people, because I just think life is so much more than that. Oh yeah, honest and trustworthy. I think that's really important, like that I can trust you and trust your word. And I like a doer, like it's like someone who backs up what they say with action. So yeah, like not just being about it, actually like being about it. Pretty much say that's kind of it.
Build a man.
Build a man, that's my man.
I would say that I need someone who will challenge me. In the
that's
sense
actually
that,
quite good.
I don't mean that in the sense that like they are willing to pick fights with me all the time, because Lord knows that's not what I want. But I mean, like, I can't bear people who I'm like, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. What do you think about this? I don't know. Don't care. What do you think about this? I don't know. What do you think about this dress? Yeah, it's alright. I want someone who has an opinion.
It's like,
I don't want you to just be agreeable. I want there to be a level.
You don't want a yes man.
I want there to be I want you to be a person in your own right who has
100%
opinions.
100%.
Because Lord knows, one of my exes was very much, what do you think about this?
Nothing. No opinion.
Where?
Yeah.
Speak. I feel like for me, it's so important to be able to laugh in a relationship. I actually think
100%.
that, like, if you can't just have a laugh and be light and just, you know what I mean?
Here for a good time,
yeah,
not a long
just chill
time,
out and have a
bruv.
laugh, then really is like, you want to have fun. You know, your partner's meant to be like your teammate. Yeah. And I mean, honesty, trustworthy, you know, all those loyalty, all those things, I feel like are baseline. But I also think
standard.
That should just be there anyway. But I also just think that, you know, you need to have someone who is patient. I feel like someone who's not gonna leave you at the first
sign of trouble.
You know, first hurdle. Yeah, because there are people who, you know, there's one problem and they kind of go, oh, okay, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And obviously in the early stages it's kind of a bit different, but I mean, if you've been in a relationship for a while, I feel like there needs to be resilience. So
yeah, I like that. Lovely. Okay, so the next question is tips for dating in your 20s.
As I said, I haven't dated much, but I would say what I'm going to take with me into dating now is just being myself
100%.
and being, you know, just not accepting shit, essentially.
100%.
You know, I'd say they're the main things, basically.
I would say when it comes to dating in your 20s, don't overthink it. It's really not that deep. I always say this, I think I said this in your video, a date is an event. It's not you're not signing yourself away to marriage, you're not getting into a relationship, you're going on a date to get to know someone.
Yeah.
You don't have to kiss them, you don't have to hug, like, you're going on a date to get to know someone.
Yeah.
That is how you meet people, that's how you get to know people. I think sometimes people turn it into this big, huge, scary thing, where you just have to reduce it. You're just being open to getting to know someone.
Yeah.
It may be the worst date, it may be awful, it may be awkward. Okay, done, cool, it was an event. Events come and go, it's happened.
Yeah.
Next. So yeah, I would definitely say that. Don't think that everyone you talk or date is your husband or you have to be with. Be open to just talking to someone and getting to know someone for the sake of getting to know someone. It may not go anywhere. And also in getting to know people, you know what you like and what you don't like. I think that is a really great way to figure out what sort of person you want to be with. Dating in your 20s is supposed to be fun and exciting. It's not supposed to be stressful, heavy and traumatic. Like, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me in terms of tips for dating in your 20s. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget to watch Ella's section of the video if you haven't already. You can go to her channel, which is
Ella May Houghton on YouTube. You can search me. I think the link will probably be in the description.
Yeah, we'll leave the link in the description as well.
Yeah, come check out our video, my video.
We talked about a lot of stuff as well. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, it's Jodie_Okide, so just my name. And Ella, where can they find you?
If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @EllaMayHoughton.
Lovely stuff. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Any other socials? TikTok?
Oh, if you want to follow me on TikTok,
yeah, she's a bit of a TikToker.
my handle is @EllaMayHoughton and the last O is a 0.
We love to see it. And with that, we are going to love you and leave you. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.
Bye.
Bye.